Hey friends, welcome back. I am going to piggyback on the other YouTube video that I did being curious about neurodiversity in the workplace. So if you did not see that YouTube video, please go back, find it, watch it, and then watch this one. You don't have to watch both of them. They can be independent, but they work well together. So if you like my videos, if you find them helpful, if you find them useful in any way, I would love it if you were to like, subscribe, comment, send me a personal message on any topic that you want to learn about yourself. So today I'm going to be talking about neurodiversity in the workplace and what that means and how we can set up good support within the workplace. So this would be a good video if you are a business owner yourself, you're neurodivergent as a business owner, you are in an HR department and you are looking for more support for your company. If you're in a corporation and you are looking for support for your employees, or you're neurodivergent yourself and you're looking for ways to advocate for yourself, this would be a good video for you. So I got this kind of outline from Forbes magazine. It's the top 13 ways of being able to support a neurodivergent individual in the workplace. I'm also going to be adding some of my own thoughts and experience in here. So ask what it means. Each neurodivergent individual has their own diagnosis. Sometimes they have more than one diagnosis. For instance, I myself am gifted with a 152 IQ. I'm dyslexic. I'm also ADHD. So that's 3 different neurodiversity diagnoses in one person. So really going to your employees and asking them, what is it that they have? And then in and among that, every neurodiverse diagnosis has its own spectrum, right? So what does that mean for them? And what are their greatest strengths and what are their greatest areas of support that they are needing? This is a really important conversation to have, because if you have neurodivergent individuals in your business place or your corporation, you can get 30% more productivity out of them if they have the right support. This is key, right? So also asking professionals in the field, not only understanding what your employees have, but going to professionals in the field and getting a consultation and asking them, what are good ways for me to set up and implement things within my company and my HR to be able to support my neurodivergent individuals? Okay, strength-based support. So we always want to come with the strength base of what is going on with our neuro individuals, because our neuro individuals literally can and have the mind to be able to do things outside of the box and do things that are very different from a neurotypical. And that's not to set us aside or make us better than or worse than. That's just simply saying part of our neurodiversity is the way that our brain works does give us gifts. So let's figure out what those gifts are, what those strengths are, and really figure out how to pull them out and how they will work within your workplace. Okay, so sometimes you will have an individual that is phenomenal at problem solving. Sometimes it has to do with coding. Sometimes it's rules. They're really strength-based in rules. And oftentimes there is a lot of attention to detail. So figure out with your neurodivergent employees or your leadership what their main gifts are and utilize that in their role in the company. Provide special guidance, meaning sometimes we do better with written only. Sometimes we do better with a verbal. So offering in a written form There are fonts that you can download, oftentimes are free, that you can add as a button on your website or in your emails to be able to get a dyslexic or an ADHD font, or have a speech to text available to be able to read your written emails out loud, or have a Marco Polo group going within your company. These are all free resources that you can implement within your company, but that will support your neurodiversity community. And you might see better productivity with adding this support system there. Hire experts. I say that again. Sometimes you want it a consult, but actually having someone on the ground and in the company to be able to interview with your neurodiverse community to find out what's going on with them and really diving into how to set up supports for them. Getting the full potential out of your neurodiverse community, figuring out what their thought processes are and what their approach is. They can also, oftentimes we are such out of the box thinkers that we can tap into thoughts and ideas that maybe a neurotypical person might not have. It might look different for us, right? So you might see one way to solve a problem where a neurodivergent person might see 10 different ways to solve a problem, and then really talk about that and talk through the process, right? Take time to reflect on the thoughts and take action on those. Expanding home opportunities. Being able to work from home part-time or full-time is essential for some neurodivergent individuals, because oftentimes there are sensory issues, right? So sometimes it's sounds like a clock sound, or the sound coming from a light or fluorescent lights. Distracting sounds can be totally overwhelming for a neurodivergent individual. I know neurodivergent individuals that have been in the workplace and they excelled at what they did. For them, it was like torture to hear so much background feedback when they were trying to concentrate. So they actually got more productive working from home. And they found that they were able to do 50% more of the workload working from home and taking meetings online or through Marco Polo or through Zoom, through Google Meets, however you want to do it. But that is an opportunity that I think that would be well looked into. Find out what other successful companies are doing. So there's a lot of other successful companies that have neurodivergent individuals and really have figured out how to tap into and utilize the gifts of their neurodiverse community. Reaching out to them and asking, what are you doing? How are you supporting your neurodiverse community? And really bringing in neurodivergent individuals to multiple different levels will create equality and inclusion into your company, which is really important for us to be doing this time, day, and age. Okay. So enhance diversity and inclusion. Look for ways to support your community. So sometimes this might look like allowing people to have fidgets, or offering silly putty, maybe weighted blankets to your neurodivergent individuals, asking them if they are needing more breaks to be able to take walks and get out and center themselves, or offering a life coach to be able to work through some of their unique needs that they might have within the company, because we all have the day-to-day stressors, the day-to-day life is happening with, wife or husband, kids, getting to work stressors, but there's also the unseen stressors that a neurodivergent person has that a neurotypical person might not have. So really lending them that support is going to be key. Invest time to understand, identify, and acknowledge their areas of needs and create a trusting environment. So not necessarily asking your employees what their neurodiversity is so you can set them apart and treat them differently, but moreover, how can we support our neurodiverse individuals, and how can we create community in the company itself, and how can we create great partnerships within this community, within this company? Giving tools to the company and to the neurodiverse community. What tools do you have in place right now, and what tools do you need? And then ask your community and ask again and ask again. It's really important to consistently check in to find out how to support all people, whether they be neurodivergent or neurotypical. Make accommodations, take action from what you learn. So as you are talking to your neurodiverse employees, you're talking to HR, you're talking to neurodiverse specialties, you are talking to life coaches that specialize in neurodiversity, make sure that you're bringing all of this information and maybe have a meeting within the leadership of the company to be able to implement all of these changes, to be able to create a cohesive, trusting, welcoming, and inviting environment, right? And inclusion for all of your employees. And taking this time, what would that do for your company? Minorities and neurodivergent individuals have so much untapped potential and have so much untapped gifts. Why not take these gifts and put it into the company to enhance the culture of the company? There's so much that a neurodivergent individual can do, and either paired together or paired with neurotypicals, you can really create some magic within your company that would produce more, it would be more inclusive, and it would also create an environment that anyone and everyone would want to work in. Thank you very much. I hope you find this information helpful. I am looking forward to coming back and talking to you again on Wednesday. I love you all. Take care.